Much for inviting me. As you have seen from the screen, my name is Akon Mayen. I'm here taking this topic as AI, how AI is revolutionizing public speaking. I am also a software developer, Chief Executive Officer of NGC Limited. I'm also a professional graphic designer, lecturer, project manager, and also leadership skills. So these are the basic things that I know. And for me to begin with my speech and presentation, I would love to take you through some of my presentations. My slides are less, they are not that many. Here, I have an overview of artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, for centuries that have lasted, public speaking has been an art of connection. It has been an art of connections. One voice to many hearts. But today we stand on the edge of the new era where art means intelligence. So when we say intelligent, it means that it is the intelligence of the human being has been manipulated to be an artificial. Artificial intelligence is not replacing the speaker, as some of us say, and some of the people, they have that ideology that artificial intelligence is going to replace the speaker. But no, it will not replace speakers. But artificial intelligence, it will amplify the message. So the message that you have, this is what artificial intelligence will do. Think about AI can now analyze an audience in real time by reading facial expressions, how your face is when you are speaking. So it will analyze for that. It will also track engagement and even suggesting how to adjust tone or face. So when we say tone, it means most of the public speakers, some of the people, they don't relate between the tone and the emotion. But the emotion that you always have are connected together with your tone. And that's why most people speak like you reduce your tone. It means that maybe your emotion is not okay. So we judge your emotion based on the tone that you produce. And the pace, whether you talk loud or faster and so. So all these things, AI is also making something on that. And that's why you see it is also trying to do and analyze it for you so that you speak better. A nervous speaker, like people who are always afraid when somebody is stand up and then you want to speak in public, sometimes they feel nervous because of the problem. Maybe they are afraid of people, maybe they are not well dressed, and so forth. Therefore, artificial intelligence is also having a longing to do that. It also makes something for you. It also addresses your problem so that you have to be ready and train you on how for you not to feel nervous. We know we have a lot of people who feel nervous when they want to speak. I'll just skip this because this one is just a speech and I think I've talked about them. This revolution isn't just about performance, but it is an access. Today, AI translation breaks the language barriers, allowing a simple speech to speak to the whole world simultaneously. You see, only one speech can be translated into many languages. And we have seen that those devices, in some of the developing countries, they used to you just put it in your ear and then you speak. So the AI devices will translate the language and therefore the other person will understand based on the setting that has been done, according to what? According to your language. Let me come here also. The new era of public speaking, and this is why I'm here. The new era of public speaking, we know that since centuries, most of us and most of our forefathers, they only speak and there are no devices that are near with them. But today we have a lot of things. Today you can see that we have something called AI models. And AI models, ChatGPT is one of the tools being run by AI models. The AI model running that one is often AI. So you can just text, you can just write anything that you want. Maybe if you need a speech, it will bring for you. We also have Yesifa and DeepSeek. This thing generate engaging scripts. Like if you need a letter, if you need anything that you want to ask, so they will do it for you. I have some demonstration that I wanted to do because I have time, but I will come for it. There is also natural language processing, which ensure tone, clarity, and coherence. So NLP is also one of the models that is very powerful in language processing. So, of course, our mind always cannot interpret those things, because learning a new language is always very hard. To know a Shori language is very hard from my native language. That's why most of us struggle to know the language, but it is conflicting with my muscles. So my muscle cannot master that because I have it in my native language. So when you compare them, it means that your muscles are moving from the natural state into another one. And that's why when we need to learn new language, it will be very hard for us to know that language. So therefore, an AI is also there for you. Can train you by that point, which is number 2, NLP. We call it NLP. We also have AI-driven research tool, provide fast, relevant, and data statistics. Now today in this world, you cannot spend like a month, like a week, just in the research. And that is why for people who are busy, if you are doing an academic, ChatGPT is there for you, Yesifa and DeepSeek, they are there for you. And they can make your research only within a minute. So within a minute, your research is going to be ready. You just put the topic and then it will generate it for you. And you have seen, there is something that you have seen engaging scripts. So when you read even the message itself, you can feel that this message is correct. And the tone in the message is very clear and it is very nice. So therefore, your feeling is also exaggerating when you use ChatGPT or DeepSeek. Number 4 also, there are some of the statistics as I talk about, like more than 987 million people, they are using AI chatbot today. Okay, this one is one of the research. And of course, using artificial intelligence is not a crime. It's not something bad that you have done. But AI is there as a companion. And when we talk about companion, it means that he is somebody who works with you. Somebody, when you ask, they will also give you an advice. And we as a human being, we need that environment. We need to feel that when we are in trouble, we need help from other people. And that's why AI became as a companion, so that it helps you on what you want to do. Of course, spending 3 hours, spending 6 hours, spending a year just in a single project, a project that you may do in 1 minute. So it's you to choose. But what will you do on that? You have to include the innovation. When we say innovation, it means something you ask from other people, of course. When I ask something, I cannot act on that thing. But what I will do, I will just take the information and then I go with it. That is it. That is innovation. It means that you have taken the information and you will analyze the information based on based on what you want. In fact, chatbot experienced remarkable 92%. Okay, increase in usage since 2019. In 2022, 88% of the users engaging at least one conversation with chatbot. Only 9% of consumers oppose companies using chatbot. This thing here, of course, most of the people are using it, but only that the only problem is it feels like people are shy in order to use artificial intelligence. But no, you have to use it in a way that it can also benefit you. That's why I talk about companion. And here in South Sudan, this thing has been there for almost a year. but you have just filed out these things in 2019, or let's say 2018, up to today. Something that most people, most countries have been using. But you have just find it out now. There is something called artificial intelligence. When you go to Facebook, most people, you can see that they write remarkable articles. Some of them even have a good clarity when they write an article. You can feel that there is something happening. Okay? But it's also to use that articles, there is something called humanizer. So you can just generate the text in ChatGPT, and then you go to AI humanizer, it will humanize for you. If somebody come and make a detection that this one has been used using AI, they will not. The devices will not detect that. So the world is moving forward with artificial intelligence. It also has accent training, of course. It acts as a coach. There are a lot of tools. We also have something called OR AI. We also have Udily. We also have TalkFal AI. So all these tools are there, and they are also there for you. If you need to change your accent to speak like Ugandan, to speak like American, to speak like English. So these tools are there for you, and they will help you. They will help you a lot to do anything. We also have personal, real-time feedback on the filter words. Like when you need to speak, they will also make it for you. Mastering an accent is hard because it is required in retraining the brain and muscle to produce unfamiliar sounds and speech patterns that aren't natural to your native language. And this is what I was talking about. Audience engagement, there is also chatbots and live question and answers. And I put PCX there as an example because last month most people have been scammed in this website. Why? Because the website was using chatbot. And that's why it used to answer the question based on what? Based on what the client asked. So when the client asks question, they use the answer. And now this thing has been integrated into WhatsApp, and it has been integrated also into a lot of things. So these are accessibility. There are many. I will just stop here because of the time. I will proceed and give you more recap about that. Thank you so much.